What is up, y'all? It's your girl Reese and welcome back to my space. Today, as you guys can see, we are getting back into one of the videos I love to do, a shoe comparison of a high-end versus high street. So y'all, I got my hands on some good stuff. So to preface this, I've been wearing these two pairs of shoes around my place so I could give you guys a proper review on what the shoes are like in sizing, in quality, in comfort. And we're going to go through our usual categories being quality, comfort, and style. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Alright, you guys, today I am doing a review of the Versace Medusa platform shoe compared to its very similar dupe, the Steve Madden Charlize platform shoe. So I was really trying to get these both in the same color. I actually ordered the Steve Madden Charlize in black online, but they didn't arrive in time. So I went to the store and bought them in the pink so that I could, try them on, wear them for a little while, and do the comparison. So let's just forget about color. So first and foremost, we're going to start with the Versace in the quality category. So let's unbox the shoe. So it came in this black box. I ordered this online from Nordstrom. So the box actually came a little bit destroyed. I don't think it has anything to do with Versace, more on the Nordstrom side. So some people care about boxes. I personally don't really care about a box, so this was okay for me. It comes with one dust bag. It must fit, yeah. I thought it would come with two because the shoe is so large, but it just came with the one. Honestly, I prefer that. I feel like I hate packing my shoes separate. I need them to be together. And then the tissues. Alrighty. And the shoe came packaged like this in a plastic bag. Once you take it out of the plastic bag, it has all of the inside stuffed with tissue paper. It is a hefty shoe. Hefty. Alright, so here they are. Beauties. There is a little bit of a difference from one shoe to the other. The right side has a little Medusa head and the left side does not. So you know what, we'll do the right side only. So the shoe itself, the composition of the shoe, the exterior of the shoe, it just said textile, so whatever that means. I thought it would be like a natural silk material, or maybe it's probably like a satin material. The inside and the sole, they're both leather. It better be for the price of this shoe. When I was inspecting the shoe upon first arrival, I didn't see anything for like little glue bits that were sticking out that were not supposed to be where they were. And I'll look again. It looks very good. So I would say the only thing about the shoe when you look at it is this little bit here, the ankle strap. The end of the ankle strap isn't finished well. I see that they did the kind of gluing, but they didn't glue it all the way to the edge, so it's fraying a little bit at the end here. But aside from that, the stitches are perfect. It's also black, so it's hard to tell. There's no like runs or anything, and this is coming from a Nordstrom, so you know that other people probably tried this on too. So yeah, there's no scuffs. Oh, okay, I lied. There's a little bit, so there's a seam on the inside of the shoe here, straight down the middle, and some of the thread is popping out of that. But aside from that, everything else is in place. Okay, so quality-wise, after looking at everything, packaging, the shoe itself, and the little flaws here, I would give it a 9 out of 10 in terms of quality. Alright, moving on to the Steve Madden. So this is the Steve Madden box. It's just a brown box. It is a recyclable box and is made from recyclable material or recycled material. So when you open the box, it looks like this. There's only one shoe in here right now. There's no dust bag. No dust bag. And it does come in plastic. And when you open it up, it is also stuffed with tissue in the front. This little cardboard here. And then it does, this was actually on the hardware, like over the hardware, but I moved it off when I was wearing it. But I wanted to leave it still on the strap to show you guys what it looks like, to protect the hardware. I could appreciate that. Okay, so this shoe is 100% man-made. So the exterior of it is a textile as well. It is not as soft as the Versace shoe is in any shape or form. It's not giving plastic, but it's just a fabric. It does have that slight satin sheen to it though, I won't lie. The sole and the interior are a vegan leather. So it feels nice. This actually does have a really nice cushion to it. This one is made in China. I don't think I mentioned the other one was made in Italy. Of course it's made in Italy. It is a luxury shoe from Versace. So, composition and quality. So the box itself, I bought this from the store and the box is fine. It was a little bit bent, but I feel like that has more to do with the packaging and moving it around. The shoe. I have a bone to pick with you, Steve Madden. You can see glue. So like the Versace shoe, there's like two platform layers, and you can see that the fabric isn't folded in perfectly. I'll do close-ups. And then the glue shows. I mean, no one's looking at your foot that closely, so it's really not going to matter. But for the sake of this review, you can definitely see it. Also, there's little bits of glue on the inside of the shoe. See if there's any on the outside. No, I don't see that. Yeah, oh my gosh. I didn't really take it in. There's glue everywhere. There's glue on the heel. Wow. Wow. Okay, so in terms of the strap, they were a bit cleaner than the Versace with the glue there. So there's no frays. The seams look good, except for here, similar to the Versace, there is incompletion. At the bottom here, it's just not finished. It's like they didn't push it all the way in and then they gave up. Yeah. So I don't love that. Not at all. So all in all, I would give this a 5 out of 10 for quality. Yeah. Yeah, it's a no. It's a no for me. So up next, we are going to do comfort. So I've been wearing each of these shoes around my place for a week. Like I would swap in and out and I just wore them. I made sure to wear them every single day while I was walking up and down the stairs. And I think that's very important. So these ones, I suspected before I bought them that they were going to be extremely heavy, and they are heavy. I thought they were going to be more heavy. I thought that I was going to feel like I was dragging something on my feet. That's not how it feels, but I don't know how to explain it better than that. They are a very heavy shoe. You can feel from the weight of the shoe itself. It's not light. When I'm walking on the ground, it feels fine. It doesn't feel like overly heavy. But when I'm walking up and down the stairs is when I can tell, like, nah. You can't walk up and down lots of flights of stairs in these, and you probably shouldn't. In terms of the height of the heel, it is 6.5. Hold on. I wrote this down. Oh, so this is 6 inches and the platform is 2.5 inches. So you're on what, 3.5 inches of height. So it's really not bad at all. It's not uncomfortable. And by that, you can walk for long periods of time, or you can keep them on for long periods of time. And it's not overly uncomfortable by any means. So for comfort wise, I would give this an 8 out of 10. The 2 points that I take off is completely due to the sheer weights of these shoes. All right, moving on to the Steve Madden. So these, as you guys can tell, they're a bit shorter. These are a 5-inch heel with a 2-inch platform. So you're really standing on 3 inches. It barely looks like that. Barely. That can't be right. But I guess it is right. So it doesn't look like it at all to me. No, it doesn't. Anyways, so the vegan platform, like, interior here is very, very comfortable. The shoe itself is not heavy at all. It's a very light shoe. I'm genuinely curious what's on the inside of this versus this, that this is so much lighter than this shoe. It's very comfortable. I walked up and down the stairs with it, and you can really tell that you had a platform shoe, this like bulky looking platform shoe on your feet. It wasn't bothering me in that way. The strap isn't uncomfortable. So in terms of comfort, I would give this one a 10 out of 10. This is definitely more comfortable than this, but this is not uncomfortable by any means. All right, moving into our last category, style. So I would say for uniqueness, the Versace shoe is quite unique. I come up in the Spice Girl era. I am dating myself, but I loved a platform shoe, and we wore platform shoes all the time. But the style of platform I find that we wore a lot of was kind of a flat shoe or like a slight heel, the tiniest, but it was like this. So the style of the shoe is extremely unique. And though it's very bulky looking, it is quite flattering. And I didn't know this until I bought the shoe. Because the bottom platform is wide, I thought that the shoe was going to feel so bulky and like just not my vibe, kind of clown footish. But it's wider, and then it goes into a more narrow platform. And then the shoe part itself is quite narrow. So it is very cute. Like, it doesn't make your foot look ugly. It's quite flattering on your foot, but this is something that I wouldn't have known had I not bought it and put it on my foot, because I was like, oh, it's huge. It's huge. So for uniqueness, it definitely has uniqueness. Is it versatile? So I have been, in here trying on outfits and throwing on the shoe here and there, and I find that this is definitely, for me at least, because I'm tall, I'm 5'8", so in these shoes I am a gentle giant. I can't wear them with everything. Like with a cool pair of jeans or like a small baby doll dress, sure. But even with the jeans, I don't think I would wear them, because there's so many other more fun shoes that I could wear, because the best part of it, which is the anklet, in my opinion, is kind of disappearing in the outfit. So this, for me, I found that I had a hard time styling it. It didn't go with a lot of outfits personally. I just don't think the shape of the shoe is very flattering with a lot of clothes, so it wasn't easy to style for me. Lastly, longevity. Now, I say that the platform shoe was in when I was in grade school. So when did the Spice Girls come out? Like late 90s, early 2000s? Yes. So it's been that long for this style of shoe to full circle back and be back in style. There was a stint where Christian Louboutin did like the platforms and all the girls were wearing the big platforms, but I think that's like a different era of platform, not like Spice Girl, and this is giving much more like Spice Girl era platform. So in terms of longevity, I don't think a platform shoe has too much longevity, and this is coming from a girl who really loves platform shoes. Like, you guys know, I bought my Prada loafers with the platform. I have those are Drees. I think there's a Drees. Yeah, those are also one of my work shoes, my Drees work shoes, and I have a platform on them, and I will wear them for a long time. But I just don't think the style in itself, like this, will have longevity. Like in 2 or 3 years, I won't be reaching for these shoes as a collector's item. Totally. I think they're so beautiful. They make a good shoe though. They really do make a good and beautiful shoe. So if you're a collector, then yes, I think that this does have longevity. In terms of style-wise, no, not at all. So for style, I will give this a 7 out of 10, and mostly leaning towards the beautiful uniqueness of the shoe. Like, it's very, very nice. All right, moving on to the Steve Madden for style. So in terms of uniqueness, I mean, it is a unique shoe. It very much favors the Versace shoe, but there are like obvious differences. There's no bedazzled ankle strap, which doesn't do it for me. I really like the bedazzled ankle strap. The height of it is also not really my favorite. It's not arching. It's not given any arch, and a girl likes some arch. Like this, though extremely comfortable, is not very sexy at all. So it's gonna be a no for me for that. Is this versatile? I would say this is a bit more versatile than the Versace shoe, only because this is so stacked in such a statement piece, whereas this, because of the height, because of even the shape and the less bedazzled anklet, it is more muted, so you can wear it a little bit easier day to day, and you're not taking away from like the best parts of it. So yeah, I guess you could wear it easier. Will this age well? Hell no. Hell no. No, no, baby, no. If that's not going to age well, this is definitely not going to age well. If I were looking for a platform shoe to wear outside just for the sake of an outfit, yes, the cost is reasonable to a degree, and it's not bad, and the color is fun, and these do come in different colors, but is it gonna live in my wardrobe for years and years and years? No, definitely not. So this one, for style, what did I give this? A 7? I'm gonna give this a 5. Yeah, it's gonna be a 5 for me. Okay, now the fun part, we are going to compare the two shoes. All right, now for the fun part, we are going to compare the two shoes. These two shoes, starting with the most important bit, the price point. So the Versace Medusa was $19.75 Canadian, which is almost $2,000. You might as well throw in that extra $25 and make it around $2,000. That is very expensive for any shoe. It is very expensive for a designer shoe. You are costly. Now this guy, the Steve Madden, this was $170 Canadian, which personally, to me, I think is a bit steep for what it is. It's not a leather shoe. There's nothing leather about this shoe. And the composition of it and how it was put together, the craftsmanship. So $170 for this? I don't know. Personally, no. So where to buy both of these shoes? I bought both of these online. You can also buy both of these in store. There are Versace stores and Steve Madden stores. You can also buy them in a lot of department stores. The department stores that have the designer brands do house these shoes. Like I said, I bought this on Nordstrom's website. There's also a lot of designers that carry Steve Madden. I believe Nordstrom is one of them. So these possibly are on those websites as well. I will say both of these are very, very hard to come by. This I feel like is getting less hard to come by. I'm seeing them a lot more now. Maybe it was so popular a couple months ago and so hard to buy. And you know, that happened. So now they're stocking them everywhere. These are very hard to come by. I pre-ordered them 2 months ago and I still have not received my black pair, and they literally stocked last week, and I ran to the store. I did not run. Daryl ran to the store and picked them up for me after I called and was like, please put them on hold, because I really wanted to try them so I can do the comparison. Very hard to come by. So if you like them, I would advise going to your local Steve Madden and picking them up immediately, or I guess get on the pre-order, and maybe in 17 months you will get them, because where are my black ones? Okay, sizing information. So these are small. They run small. So I went half a size up and they fit perfectly. These are true to size. Do your size. And I do believe these have half sizes as well. And so do these. So you are good either way. The differences, the main differences in these shoes are the height. This is an inch shorter than the Versace. The shape is slightly different. I think the Steve Madden is trying to do a little more of a round toe, and then the Versace is trying to do a little more of a square. But also these brands that do the dupes, they know that I think you have to have 7 differences so that you don't get slammed with a lawsuit for copyright. So they're trying. There's also no anklet, like bedazzled anklet. Honestly, to me, it is the biggest flaw, because this is one of my favorite parts. I'm just really into bedazzles right now, as you guys can tell. Obviously, this one's made in Italy and this one's made in China. Will these last? Like, will they stand the test of time, not in style, but in quality of materials? It depends on how harsh you are with your shoes, because this is like a satin, I'm gonna guess, the material. I'm sure you can get a run in it. I'm actually seeing one right now on the side here. You might not be able to see this very well because the shoe that I have is black, but maybe if it was in like the other colors, they do come in a lot of colors, you could see it more. And I would say it's not hard to scuff up a shoe like this, you know, putting it on, having long nails like me, just walking and hitting things. You would probably get little runs in the material. This also in the black, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it does collect a lot of lint. It's just sticking to the shoe. That sucks. These ones, maybe, no, I don't know. Again, I said it wasn't plasticky, but it's not really, it feels like a durable plastic fabric, if that makes sense. Yeah, like I don't think I could scratch it and get a run in it. No. And it feels like it can be washed, you know, like you can wipe it off with a wet cloth and some soap or a toothbrush. Like, I feel like this actually might last pretty long because of what it's made of. Okay, now, are they worth it? Let's start with the Versace. So, price point being at $2,000, the style being something that doesn't have longevity. Personally, for me, I don't think this is worth it because I am having a hard time figuring out how I want to style it. And for $2,000, the cost per wear is going to be like $1,000 because I'm going to wear it twice, which is absolutely not worth it. If I was going to spend $2,000 on a pair of shoes, it's going to have to be a pair of shoes that I'm going to wear a lot. No. I'm a big advocate for wearing your things no matter what, like even if it's not in style. But I just think that me, especially with my height too, what do I look like in 2 years when platforms are completely out, going outside being stacked next to everybody? Crazy. And I don't know how to style it well. Unless I'm wearing this teeny tiny dress where I think it looks cute, so I can show this, or I guess with fun skirts and stuff. I don't think that this is for me for long term. Now the Steve Madden. The price point is high for a high street shoe that is 100% synthetic, which I don't love. I definitely don't love. Now, if I had outfits in mind, which I do, I have some looks that do look great with platform shoes, but it'd have to be like 4 or 5 outfits that I can picture in my brain, or events that I'm going to where I'm like, yeah, I want to wear platform shoes. Then I would get these. They both come in a lot of colors at different times. I know both of these are kind of hard to get, so that you have options. So pink wouldn't be it for me personally, but the black or the red or maybe the yellow, maybe, yeah. So I would do the Steve Madden over the Versace because the price point for the Versace does not make sense to me for how often I would wear it. Anyways, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below which one you like, if you even like platform shoes, if you like them both, and what high street versus high-end shoe you guys want to see me review and compare next.